for the hype. He wants people to be hyped. And speaking of hype, we're finally gonna get to see this set. I think they just asked the players to switch sides, because that's a classic. And there you go, there's a thumbs up. We're going to see Pikachu against Youngling once again, the battle between who is the true top 1 in the game. Well, Youngling was at one point, now people seem to say it's Pikachu. Lately, not so much, but it is what it is. And we're starting in Small Battlefield, which is, in my opinion, one of the weirder places to start, but now remember that this is a hazards on rule set, meaning that PS2 is not on the table.
Yeah, I understand why so, because both of these characters are small, so of course they have to go to small battlefield. But yes, I do understand how. So right here, Bruno is struggling to get into Stylos because Young Link is one of those characters. Like you mentioned, he has those Falcon lasers in the form of the arrows, the fire arrows right there, and of course that Nair is also very oppressive. You get like one of the best things that Link has, so you compress him. It's like Link.rar right here, because apparently that down air just strikes fear into the characters that are on the lighter weight of the scale. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing Pikachu lose a stock that early against a character like Young Link, I'm sorry, man, but I'm gonna look a little biased here. I just love seeing Pikachu die early.
Well, it's not super common because you usually see Pikachu play quite evasive. Like you said, he is small, so it makes sense that it would take a while to hit him, especially with such a projectile-heavy character like Young Link. If you aim ever so slightly to the side, Pikachu's probably going to avoid that. And you see that happen too. Bruno is actually avoiding a lot of the projectiles that Stylos is throwing out. And lately, Stylos has to commit a lot more to neutral airs and stuff, maybe some fairs, but it's just that single hit from the boomerang that's going to assist for a lot of damage. And now Bruno, all of a sudden, is back nearly at 100%. This might be the setup Stylos is looking for, but he did not move.
He was trying to see exactly what he would do. I think that maybe he tried to go for something a bit cheeky, like just an intimidation tactic, you know, like those type of tactics that just tell you all of a sudden, like, yeah, I can do this. If I just stand there menacingly, maybe he'll fall into something that I have to do. Right here, we're going to see the down throw. Not going to quite place him in a very easy situation for him to get the kill. And now we're going to see possibly a down throw into Thunder. No, not at all. I thought maybe we're going to go see an up throw into Thunder, because it could have died right there, but maybe because of the percentage that both of them are rage, are within a nice amount of rage. So we're seeing right here that they're struggling to kill each other because they can't really commit to anything because they're playing very safe.
Yeah, they're like taking turns like, hey, you die first. No, you die first, boy. Wait, I can kill you. But now Stylos gets the stock with the forward air. Bruno being called out on his jumps. That's super important. Stylos can now aim the boomerang to an area where Pikachu's going to jump, where he's going to be in the air, and then he gets the assist. But Bruno gets a stock at the very least, but still Stylos with a very solid lead going on here, getting those confirms. And again, it's not super easy to land these on Pikachu of all the characters because of how small he is, but Stylos proving that he has the matchup knowledge. And it's not like there are many Pikachus in Tampico either. I don't think there are actually any, but he is playing this matchup like he has known it for years.
And yes, like, it's completely understandable in a way, because what can you do other than face, for example, very good Pikachus? Like, what can you do? There are not a lot in general. Like in Mexico, there's like 3 or 4 at most, if I recall. And we have like other players, a Pichu like Coca. And we also have who was in that like top 1 MX Pikachu thing? It was Yellow, right? And we also have Yellow, Lalo as well, of course. How can we forget Lalo? Shout out to Lalo who wanted to play Monster Hunter with. But yeah, we have like we have a lot of Pikachus. We don't have a lot of Pikachus here in Mexico, but they're very top tier Pikachus. So I understand how it could be difficult, but he's playing it immaculate. Like, it's very, very nice to see somebody playing so well around Pikachu, a character that is known to have very little counterplay.
True, and you were talking about that best Pikachu MX debate. There's also lately Shandere. Just yesterday we saw a ditto between him and Neto MX, Neto playing at Wizards Fest and all. And yes, this debate keeps on going, but it's the same stuff. Where do you find Pikachus? Well, Guadalajara happens to have 2, but it seems like Stylos fears neither of them. He gets the first game off of Bruno, but keep in mind, this is still best of 5, so he needs to take a couple more games before he can call this set his own. And Bruno just holding back. He's like, okay, I know what to do. Let me just take a breather. He is not nervous at all. He knows where this is going, and I'm willing to bet that the absence of PS2 might be a bit of a nuisance of a sorry of a bother for many players, but you know, this small battlefield game seemed quite even to me. It also went a bit faster than it would have in PS2, so I appreciate that.
Yes, PS2 is one of those
Oh,
stages
what?
that, oh, what? Okay, I think that maybe he didn't like the way that he played, that he was playing around with Pikachu, and now we have the Olimar himself appearing right here, and now let's see if he was able to like understand a bit from Myron, and maybe he'll get the Myron zone out here. And ladies and gentlemen, we have this matchup that is a bit on the obscure side. You're not gonna let me lie. There's not a lot of Olimars like in general in the world.
Indeed, it's quite a weird matchup to play. If we already mentioned how weird it is to find Pikachus, it's even weirder to find Olimars. There aren't that many in our country, and Bruno used to be an Olimar main, so it's not like he forgot how to play the character. It's just he has been in the back burner for a bit, or in the freezing chamber, and now he is trying to bring it out, and so far so good. He is actually getting some solid edge guards on Stylos. He just needs to get the last hit, and Stylos with the bomb though, getting saved and back on stage.
Right here, just simply, oh, the dash attack about to take his stock right there, losing the first blood. Bruno right here, 2 stocks against 1, against what could be a very, very nice counterpick, of course, because he has that purple Pikmin on deck. The fact one, the one that hits hard, the one that hits strong, and the one that can also live quite a lot, because except if you throw it off the ledge like Bruno just did, of course. But yeah, I really like the way that Stylos is just playing, and he just sticks to his guns, and that's something that Bruno has not been doing. He has not been respecting a lot of what Stylos has been throwing out. He just runs into these projectiles, and that's when he gets hit with those stray interactions that Stylos and Young Link are known to capitalize off of.
And as we speak, look at that percent of Bruno's. It's going up so quickly. And Stylos, of course, keeps finding these setups, keeps catching the jumps too. I mean, I keep on saying it's so important to find your opponent's jump habits. The callouts are going to give you such a high percent rate, such a high, such a huge punish whenever you find those. And I was talking about that in the last set between Delorious, BIG, and Martians, how Delorious could catch Martians' jump habits. Now Stylos is doing that, and even though he is about to lose his stock, if Bruno gets this edge guard, he's still got quite a lot of percent and quite some great, oh my god, punishes. But no, I think he got a little too hungry on that edge guard there. He was reverse edge guard.
Yeah, he got reverse edge guard, and even though we were commenting a moment ago that this was looking a lot in Stylos' favor, now that it's even, now it's stuck to, oh, is that gonna be it? Oh my god, that hero spin is so strong, and Olimar is so light, Jesus. What a nice way to end it right there with a very flashy combo. And he immediately says, you know what, let's just run it back. Let's just run it back, bro. Let's just go back to small battlefield. Apparently within this hazards on rule set, they just want to keep it running. They just feel comfortable right there. But I do feel like Bruno is running a lot out of options. Even though both of his characters have taken Stylos to his last stock, they have not prevailed. And if he was expecting maybe some sort of counter pick, we're going to see what he's going into right now, because it seems like he doesn't know exactly what character he wants to play. Let's just see what type of counter pick he can go to. Palutena, Lady Palutena is going to be the character that he is going to pick.
And Stylos looking back like, really? This is what I'm facing against? But yes, it's going to be Palutena, and you know, Palutena, the Pocket Palutena seems to be quite a common character to have as a counter pick, but Bruno has now shifted between 3 characters in the set. I don't know if that's enough time for a true adaptation. Stylos goes in right away. He does get punished a little bit, but I think Palutena is probably the matchup that most people know. So you really have to bring something new to the table if you want to shine through.
But also one of the more consistent characters, right? Even though you may know the matchup, you also understand that Palutena can wreck you. Like, they can and will do everything within their possibility, because it's just like a very universal character, a simple, straightforward character that can just get down to business without really having to commit as much as other characters, which makes it one of the characters that was also considered top 1 at a time, more on the consistency side as well. So please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, definitely. When that neutraler was super strong and the back here, well, the down throw back here confirms were here as well, Palutena had a lot less issues killing. Not that she still struggles a lot, she can find a few uppers and whatnot, but
Ooh.
it's definitely a bit harder. And there you go, Stylos getting the solid confirmed. We're talking about consistency. I think something that Youngling brings to the table is consistency in the setups as well. I don't see Stylos missing many of those setups, thanks to the boomerang especially. If the boomerang comes back, he gets the chance to do downer and stuff. He loses his stock here, but it was looking really rough at the beginning, and he still made it back, so I can expect some success from him going forward.
As we're seeing here exactly, those setups that he uses, it's just that he has so many tools that can convert into so many options. The hero spin right there in the ground can convert into an up air, can convert into a downer. It converted to a lot of things, down tilt as well, back air combos into itself, fair also combos, so he has a lot of options right here, as we're seeing. But Palutena also has of her own right there, the down throw into the back air, it's just immediately getting eaten up with the percentage, 60% right here, trying to poke a little bit into that shield, but it was completely full, so there's not much that we can do there. The triple jab right here on the right side of the ledge. No, the explosive flame, no, that was a miss input too, and I know it was a miss input because that could have been a teleport, a warp right there just going towards the ledge, but unfortunate right here as Br1 loses his stock and is now on his tournament stock as well.
He had to wait a little longer to go for that left him, but on the stick, and he is so close now to losing. It would be super sad to me to see a character, well, a player, go down like this, to say it was a misinput that cost me my tournament live. And remember, this is game number 3. This is Losers Bracket. Stylos is just one stock away from moving forward in the tournament, representing his region of Tampico, the local heroes. And look at this, he's still trying to find those setups. He was looking for the downer as well. He did not read that Br1 was going to neutral get up. But still, there's a huge chance of this even being a 2-stock if Br1 makes it back safely, and he commits, and he makes it back. And where's the setup? No setups here. Br1's just waiting for his chance, though. That should do it. And so, no, never mind, not yet.
Not yet. Lady Palutena is still living, but gets
gets kicked.
That animation was cheeky. That animation was cheeky. Imagine dying, getting kicked by a child. All right, but we're here at the ledge. Br1 is barely living right here, 163%. He has a long way to go if he wants to make this comeback against Stylos and remain alive within this tournament, but at least he wants to.
Yeet. Yeet it out of the tournament. Br1 goes down. Stylos moves on. And so we have another Tampico representative still alive.
Dude, that looks so weird. That just looks so weird. You see him just like this tiny kid just grab a literal goddess of light, just kick her and she dies.
What's a god to an unbeliever, my man? That's easy.
No, I mean, like, I understand, of course, but it's just so comical to see like this kid who literally taunts by drinking milk, just grab Lady Palutena and just say, you know what, you're dead, and just kicks her shin, and Lady Palutena is like, oh, you know what, yeah, I'm dead, and just dies. I just think it's comical. But all memes aside, congratulations to Stylos, who beat one of Guadalajara's best as well. And now that I'm saying something, Guadalajara is also a very stacked region. I